Thank you, everybody, and welcome and happy holidays. Um, Once again, my name is Nancy Fujii, and I am a UCLA alumni. I love everything about being a Bruin. Somehow, my mind went crazy, and I found a Trojan. No, what happened was my roommate actually transferred to USC, and then through her, I met my husband. So that's the story about that. Um, so once again, today we are going to make a healthy version of chili. And what I love about this is I am on a health journey because um, several years ago, my brother and sister, actually in their 40s, had multiple strokes. And I just thought that was very, very young. And about 5 years ago, my doctor even said, Nancy, you are going along the same path. Your blood pressure is high. You're way overweight. You just need to do something. And your numbers don't look good. And so I found Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living program. They have these great recipes, and this is one of them that I love, love, love. And it just helped me learn about how to pick healthier choices and how to live a healthy lifestyle. You know, it's nothing where you can't have this and you can't have that. But why not in 30 days find out what things don't serve you, what foods don't serve you, and then you incorporate back into your life and see if it bothers you or not. And if it gives you that gut feeling, of course, my dog is working now. Morning. I'm recording. Anyways, so anyways, my train of thought is kind of crazy now. So I did this 30 days to healthy living, and I just found out, like, oh my gosh, all I have to do is just change a few things, and quit eating the products that have been genetically modified, or the ones that have dairy that for me personally has bothered me, or the gluten level, and trying to figure out, make sure my body is more alkaline based versus acidic. So I wanted to share this recipe. I love it, and especially the holidays, everybody wants comfort food. So let's get started. So we are going to actually start with ground turkey, and you can do this chili in your Instapot, or you can do it on the stovetop. And I just thought, why not do it on the Instant Pot and see how it goes? So I'm going to push my button on saute, and I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of, I like this grapeseed oil. And once again, grapeseed oil versus like canola oil I was using before. You know, canola oil, it's just a lot of different variety of, chemicals and ingredients that really can bother people. And so I found grapeseed oil, and what I love about it too is you can use this at high temperatures and it's better for you. So just like that, one little alternative, just change your oil. So what we'll do is we're going to saute 3 garlics. Have you guys ever seen this? I love it. And what it does is it's a garlic peeler. And I always wonder why my mom had it. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Let's see. I'll just show you here. But it's like this, and it takes the shell off. So it's really nice. And then I'm going to use my garlic press, which I got at Pampered Chef. So if you guys ever go to a Pampered Chef party, those are really great. So we're going to do that. Anybody else cooking? You guys watching? You guys, I wish we could, I'll have you guys come over and cook together, huh? Or eat together. That's what I mean. So. And who doesn't like garlic, right? I don't know. There's some people that don't, but I love garlic. It makes the house smell so good. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm sauteing the garlic, and I'm going to saute it with my onion. And so I have a medium onion here. So I'll just chop it up in small pieces. I'll dice it. I don't know. This is the way my mom taught me to make them smaller like that.
Nancy,
Let me move my cutting board. How's that? Better?
much better.
Yeah, we can
Much
see.
better. All right. So we want to make sure that, you know, we don't want to make it too big, but it always shrinks. So, it asks for about a cup, but I like to just put a small medium onion in because I like onion and garlic.
And you use a red onion, Nancy?
You can use a red onion or you can use a yellow onion. This is the organic red onion and I just like it better. I mean, just a little bit more flavorful that I find in my dishes. So I picked the red onion. Put that in there. I wish you guys could smell this. It just smells so good. All right. So I can't turn my pot, but I'll saute this. It's so quick. Love that. I'm gonna saute when it gets a little bit clear. Anybody have dogs? I have a dog here, so he's a little papillon and poor thing can't hear very well, so he barks even louder. All right, it's getting there. Oh, good. Okay, so then we're gonna add some salt. And I just put a few dashes, and I use the sea salt, so I'll just put a few dashes here. And you can always salt it later. I don't really like to salt it too much initially because then afterwards, if my family wants to add more, they can. I like less salt than they do, so I just put a little bit in. And then I'm gonna put in my ingredients. So I actually measured them out already. So you want to write this down? I'm going to have, we put the 3 garlic cloves in there with 1 chopped onion so far with a little bit of the grapeseed oil, right? And then now we're going to put a teaspoon of the cumin. All right. And some chili powder and some paprika. And we'll mix that in here. Oh, I wish the Zoom had the ability for you to smell this. Can you see the smoke? Can you smell it?
You can.
All right.
You
So
can
we got
add
that,
it.
and we're gonna throw in our
Nancy, can you hear me?
turkey. Yes. Do you have a question?
Yeah, you can add any kind of chili powder, right?
Right. I just I used the one from, where did I get this one? I think I got it from, I used the McCormick's.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends on how spicy you want it. You may want to put in a little bit more. You're going to brown your turkey, and I just love this Instant Pot because literally you can just do everything in one pot, and then that's it, you know. Easy cleanup. You can saute instead of doing a frying pan and then bring it back to the pot. Let's see. At Trader Joe's, they used to have the tomato sauce that had chilies in it, and they ran out. So I bought some fire roasted diced green chilies to actually spice it up. So I haven't personally used this can. I'll show you real quick. You see it? So I won't do it too much because I don't want to, you know, scare myself. My family loves spicy, but for me, it's just a little bit too spicy. So let me get my can opener. You know, you always think you have everything. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of this. So Javier, you like yours really spicy?
Yeah, I like to put like different kinds of chili powders, like New Mexico chili powder, and forgot what the name of the other one is. But yeah, I like mine spicy, but not too spicy. You don't want to, burn your taste buds off.
But chili on a really cold day is really nice. I mean, I also love it, during the summer with at picnics but I like the turkey in here. I've used ground chicken, which is really good. If you're vegan, you may want to put in beans. Um, I tend not to put beans in this. I just make it a turkey sweet potato chili, so I get more of the flavor of the sweet potato. But you can, if you're not going to have turkey in there, then I know a lot of my friends who are vegetarians will put, either black beans or pinto beans or whatever favorite beans that they have. So it's just almost browning, which is, and I don't know if you guys want to guess how many minutes I get to set my Instant Pot for, because I was surprised. Any guesses? No guesses? Yeah, how long I'm going to press it when I start my Instant Pot, how long it will take. Any guesses?
And this is just to brown the meat?
No, this is actually when I put the lid on and we wait.
Oh. I'll go 15.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll say 20.
Okay. How about you, Sandy?
I think I know the answer already.
What's that?
I think I know the answer. I think it's 10.
Oh, you already know the answer.
Is it 10 minutes?
Yeah, I don't have an Instant Pot.
Yeah, it's really convenient. My sister-in-law got it for us, and I thought, this is really good. When I'm running around and maybe I'm golfing and I haven't made a meal yet, then I like to just make a quick stew. I've made a roast in here. I've made brown rice. Brown rice is really fast. 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water. So that's really good. I've made ribs. I've made chicken wings, and that's another thing. Like chicken wings, they ask like teriyaki style, and when I do it like an Asian dish, I like to use coconut aminos. And I don't know if you guys have heard that, but Trader Joe's does have it, or Whole Foods. And that's another thing where I learned that because of the sodium level is so high, of course, then you're gonna be inflamed, right? You don't want inflammation, the puffiness. You know that it's not good for you. So that is something that I learned through the 30 Days to Healthy Living. And once again, this program is not just 30 days. Coach you before you start, and we continue to coach you after, just so it becomes a lifestyle, and on an 80-20 lifestyle, because of course somebody might bring you a nice cake or something, and then you don't want to be rude and not have it, but we don't want to deprive you. But it's just all about your body actually learns about balance, because there's been times where I've gotten a beautiful cheesecake, had it, and then said, why did I do it? Because my stomach hurt. All right, so I've got that in here. I'm going to put in, where is it? I'm going to put 1.5 cups of chicken broth. So I use an organic chicken broth. And once again, if you are vegan, then you can use water, or you could use a vegetable broth. 1.5. And then I'm going to put in my can of tomatoes, and this tomato is 14 ounces, 14.5 ounces. Put that in there. I'm going to sneak a little bit of my chilies in there. Ha ha ha. To give it a little bit of a kick. And we will put our sweet potatoes in there. And what I love about the sweet potatoes is there's a lot of benefits for sweet potatoes. It's very calming to the stomach. It's anti-inflammatory. It also is really full of a lot of nutrients, which I love that, of course. It boosts your immunity, so that's a good thing, especially these times right now. It's good for our lungs. It's good for detoxing heavy metals, because when we are detoxing, that's when you get a lot of the toxins out of your body. And so then this sweet potato is really good. It's easy to digest. So I think I got all the ingredients in. And easy peasy, we're going to make sure that this is closed. And we are going to put our pressure cooker button on, and we are going to set it for 12 minutes. So anybody close? Who said 12?
Javier was close.
Oh, because you knew.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. All right. So that is it. We will wait 12 minutes, and then the pressure cooker will release by itself. It's already starting, and what it's going to do, it's going to build pressure, and then it can, release by itself. There's times that I have been in a hurry, and I've kind of helped release it. So, is there any other recipes that you guys want to share, like a different type of chili with, I don't know, steak or,
Nancy, those sweet potatoes, those were just peeled, not pre-cooked, right? So those will all cook up in the Instapot?
Right, so it will. So I did
amazing.
peel it. I guess I should have peeled it in front of you. I wasn't sure if, we had time or what I was going to do. Oh my goodness, I forgot the bay leaf. Guess what?
Oh my God.
Not the bay leaf, not the bay
The
leaf.
bay leaf, the bay leaf. It should be fine. Let's see. I don't know, it gives it a little bit of a flavor.
So are you gonna have to start the 12 minutes all over again, Nancy?
Now I'm gonna have problems with the turn.
I always watch those Top Chef cooking shows, and they use the pressure
There we go.
cookers. And sometimes the meal doesn't cook,
What's that?
or they don't know how to use the pressure cookers, and it doesn't cook the stuff right. I always watch those Top Chef shows,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes the cooks will use the pressure cookers,
Okay.
and they only have a certain amount of time to finish their food, and
Right.
they don't know how to use them, so it won't cook their food correctly, and they're like all scrambling the last minute of the competition trying to like cook their meal.
Yeah.
Like right now when you're messing around with that.
Oh yeah.
So Nancy, I have a question on your garlic peeler thing there, that red thing that you were using.
Uh-huh.
Because I have one of those and it doesn't work as nicely as yours. So was there something special about your garlic? Was it a really fresh clove? Or why did that peel pop off so easy?
Yeah, it was a fresh clove. Let me get it for you and I'll show you. So yeah, I got this at Trader Joe's and I just peel it off like this. I guess I could just do it. I don't know if you could see. Let me get some stuff out of here. All right. That's what it is. Let me see my garlic. Here. So, you know, I have my garlic and it's got the outer shell on it. And I just roll it. And it just comes off. I mean, it's just amazing.
Okay, so maybe I'm not rolling it. Yeah, that is very
Yeah.
impressive. So maybe I'm not
Yeah.
rolling it on a firm enough surface or something.
Yeah,
I'll
so
try it
I
again.
love that because I remember my mom had this and I'm like, what is that? You know?
Yeah, my sister gave me one a few years ago, but I guess I didn't give it a good enough chance. I'll try it again.
Yeah, try it again. I'm gonna turn my hair. There we go. All right, I see my family in the background, but that's okay. Yeah, so I love this and it just, you know, now that my kids are home and then they've been cooking a lot to help me out because I tell you, 2 teenage boys and we're constantly cooking. And I love it that they are trying different recipes themselves. Do you also have one of these garlic press?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really great. I mean, I absolutely love it. It's probably one of my favorite tools in my kitchen. So I love that. And then this, of course, is my favorite. So anyway, so we'll have to wait. And then let's see, what else
I
do
have
I
a
want
question
to
for you,
share?
Nancy.
What's that?
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
You know, you helped me with that program. I did the 30-day program, the cleanse with our
Yes.
boss. And there was a lot of good recipes that I never tried out, but I wish I would have, you know, and I still can actually. But
Yes, you can.
what are your
Because
favorite?
actually we're having a really big group in January. You know, a lot of people really want to get fit and for the new year. And we've got some great recipes that I think you would really enjoy because they're just everyday recipes that we like, but we just make different you know, choices in ingredients, just make alternatives that are a healthier choice, but still flavorful.
Yeah, what are your other favorite recipes that you've done in this program?
There's this one actually I didn't think I would like it, but my husband even liked it. It was the portobello mushroom. And we made it like a sandwich and then with I think it was like zucchini and tomato. I mean, it was just so good the way the ingredients that they added. And then we have like a chicken. I like to fiddle with a lot of things, you know, just me being Asian. I like to make the stir fries, you know, the stir fry. And so even last night I said, you know what, I want to have like a brown rice and I used the ground chicken and I cut up zucchini and of course garlic and onion and some carrots and some broccoli and just did a stir fry with it. And then I served it in a bowl over rice. And, you know, just very, very simple, but more healthy, you know, just like I said, the sodium level for regular soy sauce is very high and the sugar level in the teriyaki sauce is high. And coconut aminos tastes like a light teriyaki sauce. That's, I guess, I should, yeah.
I haven't tried that yet. It's called coconut and milk.
Coconut aminos.
Coconut aminos.
Yeah. I really like that because even I've had my cooking show where I had make your own hand rolls. And so we'll get the seaweed and I'll show you how to roll it. And then we'll use brown rice. And then we'll add like cucumbers, avocado. I would saute some shrimp or bake a piece of salmon and then you can put that in there and you roll it up. So we'll have to do one of those nights because that's really good. It's really fun.
Have you ever thought about doing international, what is it? No, it's dinner with 12 strangers?
I have never done that.
Oh, I think you'd be a great host.
Oh, it'd be fun. It'd be really fun.
It was really fun. Karen and I did that for several years at her house at the beach. And we would just divide up the dishes that we were serving. I would bring some, she'd cook some at her house, but it's really a fun event. Traditionally, it's supposed to be with students, alums, and faculty, but as remote as we are, there seldom are any students. But it was still a nice way to meet more alums. And surprisingly, the years that Karen and I did it, there were very few people who were also involved in the alum group. So it appealed to different people, which it was just nice then because you're exposed to more alums in the area.
Oh, wow. So it was, you have it at one person's house every month, or was it every quarter?
No, it's once a year in I think the end of January, beginning of February. It's offered on 2 different weekends, and you choose the date that you want to host it on, and then people can register on the alumni website to be a host, and then people just sign up to come to the dinner at your house.
Oh, how fun!
It really, really is, and dinners in our area tend to remain available. I know that my sister is an alum in Orange County, and there, if you don't sign up for a dinner right when the lists come out, it's hard to find a spot because they've just got a higher density of UCLA aficionados there. But it's a fun event.
Oh, nice.
Well,
yeah, it's too bad we can't have those gatherings, huh? That would have been really fun to have, have it here, and while we're waiting, we can be socializing. Well, we're socializing via Zoom, but to be able to smell.
January of 2022.
Yeah.
And keep an eye out.
We'll get there. I believe that.
For 2021 in January, February, keep an eye out for some communications, because I do believe they are going to do Dinner for 12 Strangers virtually this year. So obviously it'll look a little bit different. And it doesn't necessarily have to be food centric like the typical Dinner for 12 Strangers often is, because if we're all on Zoom, you can always gather without the food component. But more information will be coming on that, I think, right away in the new year. And this year, what will be really cool, like you mentioned previously, it's tough to get students, out in West Ventura County during the academic year, but in a virtual format, the Student Alumni Association is going to work to get students at all of the events. So
that's nice.
Yeah, so they'll be recruiting for hosts in January, and more information on that coming soon. And really the sky's the limit on how you can theme a Dinner for 12 Strangers in a virtual context. It could be about food, it could be centered around a specific topic or area of interest or professional area. And but yeah, I also agree that it really does, it's a special program because it brings people to the table, no pun intended, who otherwise wouldn't, who don't participate all the time in the network. So it's a really cool chance to meet some new folks.
Oh, wow, that would be exciting.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Terry. I know that Karen was a host several times, but I didn't know that you were a host as well with her.
Right. So because it can be kind of daunting to think about doing it all by yourself and having 12 people just come knocking on the door looking for dinner. So, it was fun for us to have the planning stage as we approached it, trying to decide on a theme. One time we did it in Bruin colors, and so we had to choose purple and yellow foods, blue and yellow foods to serve. But we did have to kind of veer into the purples with eggplant and purple sweet potatoes because there just aren't that many blue foods.
But blueberry, everything, right?
You can only eat so many blueberries in one meal.
Blueberry lemon pie, blueberry lemonade.
Right. So that was fun.
Oh.
But other people have done really casual nights where they just brought in pizza for everyone so that because they didn't have time to plan it or didn't want to spend time cooking.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was fun.
That's good. Javier, I just wanted to ask you, and maybe you want to share, when you were on the Arbonne program, how did you feel? Like,
Well, so the first week was super hard, Nancy, because I love coffee and I love salt and I love bread. I love pasta, tortillas, like everything you're not supposed to eat, right? And so after the first week, though, I started realizing that I was planning my day around my meals. Like I was looking forward to my meals more than anything, right? Like what am I going to eat next? But
Yeah.
once I started with the program, it made me organize my meals way ahead of time, and I just felt like I could think clearer. I didn't feel so foggy. I felt like I had more energy. It was so weird. It was just I don't know if it was mental or if it was a combination of the food that I was putting into my body and the fact that I was feeling like I was doing something positive for myself. Um, but I felt like $1 million after the 30 days.
that's
Yeah,
great.
I mean, I don't know if I could continue doing that for a whole year, but I feel like it's important to do at least once a year.
Right. Well, one thing too, I think that after having our conversations, it seems like you still keep that 80-20 lifestyle because you kind of know, you think about those choices more than you did before. And
Well,
that's what,
you know
yeah,
what it made me realize is that certain foods don't make me feel good,
yeah,
even though they taste excellent. And I mean, who doesn't like a nice burger? But after you eat it, it doesn't make you feel good. And
right,
especially like if you're like working during the week and you have a burger for lunch, that really affects how you feel the rest of the day and your production.
right.
So
Yeah. And it may not be the beef, but maybe it was the bun or the mayonnaise or the cheese or, and those are the things that some people, it may not bother them and other people that do. And that's what we try to find out is making sure that your gut is healthy and your liver and kidneys are working, functioning the way it should. So then you do feel that energy. And
yeah,
that's how I felt, Javier. When I did it, I felt like all of a sudden, what happened? I mean, something just lifted up and I just felt like I was thinking clearer. I had more energy. And I said, I want everybody to feel this way,
hmm,
and because my family was having those issues, it did scare me too. My brother did pass away last month, and I just know that he just didn't really care about his health, how he was eating. And especially breakfast, he was the type of person that would just skip breakfast totally. He was a physical therapist, and he would have no breakfast. And at one point, I helped him in his office, and I go, well, let's go to lunch. Oh no, I got to do the paperwork. And then sometimes I go to his house for dinner, and he would just pig out, and that was it. And then he go to bed, so tired. And I'm like, yeah, you can't do that to your body. You're just like, oh my gosh, right? So I just know that that caused him to have, some problems with kidney and ended up on kidney dialysis and all. But seeing somebody so close to your family like that made me just think, I just want to share. I just want to share how just make little changes in your life and you could be healthy and
yeah.
vibrant and more energy.
Well,
so
I'm sure it's hard for you because I always feel that people don't want help unless they're ready or ready to accept the help or change of lifestyle. Really, it's a change of lifestyle.
right.
And I know it's frustrating for you because you know the benefits that eating healthier can give someone and maybe extend their life a couple more years or maybe even like a decade, right?
Right.
Um, but a lot of people don't want that help. A lot of people just would rather just live their life comfortable and not worry about that kind of stuff because it is, like I said, a lifestyle change. So um, I think at the point when you talked to me, I think I was ready to do something about my body. I felt like, I'm in my 40s now, so I know that my metabolism is slowing down.
Right, exactly.
And I could feel like that I just didn't have the energy like I once did, and I just don't digest the food like I did before. So I want to thank you for helping me out with that, because it opened my eyes to, being more responsible of what I'm putting in my body.
Oh, you're welcome. And now I'm gonna get all teary-eyed because it just makes me feel so good that I can just make a difference. And you're right. People have to be ready, and that's why I tell them, well, at least start off with maybe a protein shake that we have that's vegan and it's full of vitamins, and we have a coffee protein now that like Javier and I, we miss our coffee, but knowing that you're having this and there's just all these vitamins and minerals in it, and it doesn't give you that stomach ache, and it's good, and you start your day, um, you know, that's a start, you know. And if not, then like I said, just make little changes here and there, and then you're going to have a day where you're going to go, oh, you know what, I'm ready. And it's exciting, when I get people that just tell me my doctors gave me this great report, and and they're excited. And I mean, I've literally been at a meeting and got a text and I cried because somebody's just so excited about their results. And everybody's different, of course, and everybody's goals are different. um, it's not a weight loss program, but sometimes you do lose the weight because you are eating healthier, but it's all about trying to find that energy, like I said, the gut health, and having your body function the way it is. And one thing I want to share is artificial sweeteners. That's something where I thought diet this and diet that was so good for me, and why am I not losing weight? And I love the fact that when you are taking artificial sweeteners, your body actually doesn't know what to do with it. And if you could just imagine, like, this is your organ, this is your body fat, and then all these you're feeding your body with these artificial sweeteners. Well, the body fat's not going to go away because they want to protect your organ. And so when I thought of that visual effect, like, oh my gosh, why isn't this fat going away? And it just made more sense to me. And I thought, yeah, it's so true, because your body is just always wanting to try to, help your organs. But, it's just nice knowing that, if you want to give me a call and just ask me questions, and, just let me tweak a little bit, and share what I know and go from there and be a Bruin for life. No. I mean, here I am. I just celebrated my 60th birthday. And I honestly feel like I have more energy now than I did when I was in my 40s. It's just, I can't believe I have to say that I'm 60, but you know what I mean? I just am so grateful, that I have found this, especially with my family history, so yeah. So
Thank you for sharing that, Nancy.
Yeah. So what other kind of chili have you made? Like, how about you, Sandy? What other recipes have you made with chili?
A lot like what you're doing, just with ground turkey. Never sweet potatoes, though. I've never tried sweet potatoes in it.
Yeah, it's really good, and I just had times where my husband's like, when are you going to make that sweet potato chili?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. How about you, Terry? Oh, you're not there. How about you, Jacob? Do you like spicy chili? Do you like vegetarian chili?
Yeah, I like it all. I mean, we were chatting that I'm a 5 alarm chili kind of guy. I like it like spicy, and then I usually even put a little bit of Tabasco sauce on my bowl. I don't know. I've always been a lover of spicy foods, but I've never tried sweet potato chili. Really excited to try this recipe because I am a big sweet potato fan. I like they're very filling. They're sweet, obviously, they're tasty. You know, I do like that they don't spike your blood sugar, all of that good
Right.
stuff. So
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm excited because even during Thanksgiving, my kids are like, "You're not gonna make that sweet potato with all that stuff on it, are you?" And I'm like, "No," you know, and I haven't made that in gosh, maybe like 5 years. But I know actually, I should say that maybe 3 years ago, my mom was here, so she's like, "I'm gonna make that," and she was putting all kinds of sugar, brown sugar, and all that, and they're like, "You're not gonna make that, are you?" And I go, "No, I'm gonna um, roast the sweet potatoes in olive oil with the Brussels sprout stock. Have you guys seen that? It's actually Brussels sprouts on the stalk, and I just, wash it up, and then I sprinkle the olive oil, and I put some garlic salt on it, and I bake it for like 45 minutes at 350, and I serve it on a platter. And usually, when we were able to have the family gathering, I would put like 3 on the table, because we had a big family table, and I let the kids have a butter knife. And so then they're able to cut their own. So it was kind of fun for them, but they didn't realize that it was a vegetable that was good for them. So it was kind of a trick, but it worked. So now they want that all the time during the holidays. And I just love that. So
That's a great idea. We like to barbecue the stalks on a charcoal grill.
Wow.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. We have a Traeger. I should find out. Well, no, then I guess you just on a regular barbecue.
Yeah. Yeah, John just puts them on the grill.
Oh, yum. I'm gonna have to try that.
And then
How
it is fun
long-
because you do get charred leaves and they get a little bit of crunch, but I wasn't aware that you could cut them off with just a butter knife. Maybe ours don't get cooked through enough when we do it on the grill to do that. Maybe yours in the oven were getting a little bit softer, but still, that's a fun idea to have the kids be able to have that physical connection to the food.
Right. And I was just trying to, teach them healthy alternatives, but have fun at the same time. So it was good. And then we made even like our mashed potatoes. I made it out of cauliflower, and you just mix it up and make the gravy. I mean, you make a little bit healthier version of the gravy even, and you really can't tell because you put all that stuff on it. So it was good. All right, so I guess it's finished, but now it's going to release its pressure. So that'll be a while. Anyway, so what other plans shall we, does the alumni have for us? What else do we have planned?
Well, Deanne brought up a good idea of doing like what do you call one of those, like art classes, virtual art classes.
Oh, like a paint night?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but the lady charges $30 a person.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that's too expensive?
No, that's what I paid when I did mine. Yeah. So it's really fun because then it brings, once again, just like cooking, brings your creativity out, and using different kinds of medium and different paints and ideas, and you're like, oh, that's how you do it, and you look at everybody's and it looks different, but just like anybody, we're all different, and we all have our own personalities, and that just sort of attracts to each other, and it was really fun. It was really good for the brain.
Yeah, well, I think for in the near future, we're still going to have to do virtual events. So, we're going to have to think of new ideas and try things out. I mean, like this is our first ever cooking class, and thank you for hosting. But we're going to have to start trying new things to just reach out to everybody and see if they can join us. I mean, this is different times, and we're all learning, and I've seen a couple of the other networks. They've come up with some really cool ideas, like one network did like a actual dance party. They had a DJ on their Zoom.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. So they had a DJ on their Zoom, and the DJ would call out people. Like they'd be like, "Hey, Jacob, raise your hands." Let me see, and it was really cool. I mean, I don't know if there's we can hire a virtual DJ, but that would be something fun.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think that, the cool thing is that as we become more familiar with Zoom, with virtual, with doing events in this space, the technology gets better, people's comfort level gets better with it, and you start to learn and see all of these cool ways that you can make the virtual format work for you. So we are seeing so many cool innovative programs coming from our networks, both social programs like the one you mentioned, but also really cool things in the career space, networking sort of events, things around health and wellness are doing really well. So, I think that especially, and I think even our program tonight, as we continue to think about what sort of things we want to offer into the new year, I think we're right on the money in sort of talking about new year, new you, and how do we take this
Right.
opportunity, 2020 really threw us a bag of lemons in a lot of ways. How do we make that into lemonade and, still better ourselves in this time? And, I think that there's really a lot of cool things that we can do on Zoom, even though we can't meet in person.
Right. That's
Yeah.
good. But yeah, because I know that, I mean, I am very, very grateful that, with my business and what's going on in the world, that people are now, have been asking me more about health and wellness, and how important it is, and realizing it and going, wow, I never really thought about it as much as I do now. And I just, love the opportunity to share that anytime, because not only what you put in your body, but what you put on your body too is just as important. And we have those type of products too, because when you think about it, things absorb in your skin in less than a minute. And then if you're putting toxins on your body, that's going in your body, then once again you're your toxic body, right? And so that's why it's interesting how the mind, body, and skin are just so interconnected. And that's one of our messages. And it's important for us. What's that? Oh, but it's also important, like, to calm down, meditate, take time for ourselves, because that's very important. Because in getting good sleep and hydration is so important. If you can drink at least half your body weight, that's a good amount of water, but a little bit more is always better.
Did you just say half your body weight
Yes.
every day?
Mm-hmm.
In ounces, right? Not in pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why most of us feel dehydrated, and don't have that glowy skin and all that, because we just don't have enough water. And same with fiber. There's a lot of times where, we offer a fiber that you could put in your, I could have probably even put it in here or my shakes, because most of us don't get enough. And we need about 25 to 30 grams of fiber, and we don't get that, and it's just something better for us to have. It's good for digestion, and our bowel movements and all things like that. So I had to say that real fast, right? But it's just very important. And it's just interesting how I didn't realize either, how much water I needed, or the fiber was missing my diet, or even the greens, right? The vegetables and things that don't, that are genetically modified. I mean, corn on the cob. Oh, I love that, right? But it's just so genetically modified that it doesn't have the nutrients that in the old days it had. And same with like wheat bread and wheat products. That's the problem. It's genetically modified. And what was interesting to me was tofu. Tofu is a soy product. And here it's so genetically modified because they said, oh, tofu's good for you or soy's good for you. But if everybody imagined that edamame bean, the outer part, how rough and fuzzy it is, well, here they process that as a whole, and then they create the tofu and the milk and whatnot. Where in the Orient, they actually take each bean out, and then they process and make their tofu and, you know, their various soy products. So I thought, oh yeah, when I, you know, I've had that garlic, I don't know, what is it? Garlic, soy sauce, edamame dish at like Lazy Dog or somewhere like that. And you think how fuzzy the outside is. And for us to be digesting that, that's going to be really hard on the gut.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. It's really interesting.
So is the chili done, Nancy?
Well, it looks like it's getting there. So I'm going to see if I can, because I know it went through the process. So I'm going to just.
Let's take a look.
Hey, Javier, while she's letting out the steam there, I wanted to share that I received an email about UCLA Extension offering complimentary classes. And so I signed up for a public speaking class that's going to happen in January. That
nice.
I thought, well, that's a skill that I could certainly brush up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You might...
Toastmasters and public speaking, because I know that I do a lot of or so, and, you know, and I think about it and I go, oh, it's too late.
And so is it free, Terry? Anybody
Yes.
can? Oh.
Yes, free to alums.
How do I sign up?
Well, I'll see if I'll look for let me look for the email that invited me to do it. I've got my confirmation, but I don't know if I have the original email.
I think it's actually in all of the emails that are going out for our network. So if you take a look back at the email that went out for this event, at the bottom, right at the bottom, you'll see something about the Bruin Promise. And that is relating to our commitment to lifelong education of Bruins and free select UCLA extension courses. So yeah, go ahead and take a look at this email. You should see something at the bottom that will show you what's going on in January.
Thanks, Terry.
Sure.
Did it work, Nancy?
Yeah, it's just releasing still. And then as soon as there's a silver knob, as soon as it goes down, then the pressure has released. And then of course, if you don't have an Instant Pot, you just do it on your stovetop. And on the stovetop, it takes about 20 minutes. It's probably, maybe I could have done it on the stovetop, it could have been faster, about 25 minutes. But this is pretty fast. It's almost ready.
You said it was only gonna take 12 minutes.
Yeah, but that was as in the pressure pot. And then it's got to release. Are you giving me a hard time?
Well, see, that's why I watch Top Chef all the time. I'm telling you, they're always putting stuff in the pressure cooker and it never comes out right because they're not taking into account that it has to use the pressure.
Well, it is ready. So we will see how it turned out. Oh, I wish you guys were here.
Drum roll.
That's
drum
looking good.
Oh, it is. And the potatoes look perfect.
I'm on my way over, Nancy.
I know. Please come over. Ooh, hot. Hot, hot, hot.
Very pretty.
Well, so thank you, everybody. We don't have to, we can unrecord, but thank you, everybody, for sharing this experience with me to my first UCLA alumni chili night. But yeah, I have a cooking page that if you'd love to be on there and check out the other recipes that I've done, and we can, if you want to talk to me about the 30 Days of Healthy Living, you can get your information from Jacob. And everybody have a great evening.